Before the land was mapped, before the world had borders or names, there was a path, older than time. It wound across mountains, through rivers, through forests, under the eyes of eagles, and over the bones of the earth. The elders called it the Spirit Road. It was said that every life began upon it, and every soul returned to it, when the heartbeat of the body fell silent. The road was not drawn on stone or paper. It lived within the wind, and within the hearts of those who remembered. This is the story of that road. The story of how it was lost, and how, through courage, faith, and memory, it found its way home again. Part 1. When the earth was young, before the strangers came, the land itself was alive. Every mountain had a spirit, every tree was a teacher, and every river carried a song. The people walked gently. They took only what they needed, and gave back with prayer and smoke. The Lakota called the sky their father. The Navajo called the earth their mother. The Cherokee said, "We do not own the land, we belong to it." Children learned from the wind. Hunters prayed to the sunrise. And when thunder rolled, they listened, for that was the voice of the Great Spirit. The tribes lived not in fear of death, but in respect for life. And when a warrior's final breath left his body, they said his soul took the Spirit Road, a path of stars that led him back to the ancestors. Part 2. The coming of shadows, but peace never lives forever. From across the great waters came the ships. They carried men who sought gold, land, and power, men who did not speak the language of the wind. At first, the tribes welcomed them. They offered food, fire, and friendship. They believed the strangers would share the land as brothers. But the strangers brought something else: disease, greed, and iron. They came with maps, drawing lines across sacred ground. They came with flags, claiming the rivers that were never theirs. And they came with guns, turning the song of the earth into thunder. The Spirit Road began to dim. Where it once glowed bright beneath the stars, now it was clouded with smoke and sorrow. Part 3. The Age of the Buffalo. In the heart of the plains, the buffalo roamed like clouds upon the grass. They were food, clothing, shelter, life itself. To kill a buffalo was to speak a prayer. To waste its flesh was a sin against creation. But the white hunters came, shooting for sport, leaving thousands of bodies to rot in the sun. The tribes watched the herds disappear, and with them, their way of life. The Lakota said, "When the buffalo die, the people will die." And they were not wrong. The villagers starved. The children grew thin. And the Spirit Road fell silent. But even in silence, hope hid like an ember waiting for wind. Part 4. The Warriors of the Spirit. When the world began to darken, a few stood against the storm. There was Crazy Horse, who said, "My heart is strong, I do not fear to die." There was Sitting Bull, who dreamed of a time when the tribes would rise together again. They fought not to conquer, but to remember. They carried not greed, but memory. Each battle cry was a prayer. Each fall, a promise. Even when they lost, the land remembered their courage. The Spirit Road flickered again, like lightning in a storm. Part 5. The children taken, but the saddest chapter was yet to come. The soldiers came for the children. They said it was for education, for civilization. They took them from their families, cut their hair, burned their clothes, and gave them new names. They said, "Your tongue is forbidden. Your songs are wrong. Your gods are dead." But the children remembered. In the quiet of night, they whispered their real names to the stars. They sang their old songs into the wind, so the ancestors would not forget them. The spirit road heard their cries, and the earth began to stir again. Part 6. The return of the fire. Time passed. The old villagers vanished, but the spirit did not. In the 20th century, a new generation rose: artists, storytellers, dancers, and dreamers. They dug into forgotten languages. They listened to the old songs, hidden in the memories of grandmothers. They lit the sacred fires once more. They danced in circles, as their ancestors once did beneath the stars. Every beat of the drum echoed like a heartbeat, the heartbeat of a people who refused to vanish. The spirit road began to shine again, not upon the earth, but within the hearts of all who remembered. Part 7. The Awakening. Today, the spirit road is everywhere. In the rhythm of the powwow drums. In the laughter of children learning old words again. In the smoke that rises from the fires of prayer. The tribes are not gone. They are alive, in spirit, in art, in voice, in soul. Every dancer who leaves their feet in the circle walks upon that ancient road. Every storyteller who speaks of the old days builds the bridge between worlds. The wind still carries the whispers. The mountains still remember the songs. And the ancestors still walk beside the living. Part 8. The circle restored. When the land breathes, the people breathe with it. When the people sing, the sky listens. And when we remember, we walk again upon the spirit road. The great spirit watches, smiling through the stars. The circle is whole again. And the voice of the old world returns, softly, like the wind through the grass. You are not lost. You are the story. Outro, the wind remembers, and so it ends, not with a battle, not with a tear, but with a breath. Because stories like this never die. They only sleep, waiting for a voice to wake them. Now that you have heard it, the spirit road lives again, within you. The story of Native America. They took the land, but they could never take the soul.